Hello, hi, and welcome to another video. Hope this video finds you well. Right, we're carrying on with our series of the ESP32 using the Arduino IDE. Yeah, we're moving on. I say we're still on the sort of basic stuff, but we need to know the basics and how to configure the ESP32, so that when we go to do the more intermediate to high level projects, we understand the code. Today we're going to be looking at pulse width modulation, PWM. It's important that we understand this because we're going to be using pulse width modulation quite a bit in the future. All right, so what I'm going to do is try to explain to you what pulse width modulation is. So let's go to this view. Okay, as you can see, we have an analog signal and a digital signal. All right, an analog signal and a digital signal. An analog signal is a continual wave. Best way to explain it, it goes up and down like the temperature during the day. In the morning it starts off low, and as the sun comes up it goes up gradually, and in the evening it goes down gradually. Okay, so it's a continuous signal, both in time and value. Digital, the one on the right, digital, is either on or off. It uses binary, and in binary we've only got the two values, on or off. But what if we don't just want on or off? Okay, for instance, we want to turn something up, like light. Okay, well, with digital we can't do that because it's either on or off. With analog we can use a potentiometer to turn it up or down. A lot of people got potentiometers in there on their lighting at home. They turn the light on, they can have bright light, turn it down for soft light, maybe while you're watching TV, cuddling up on the settee. All right, so I'm going to show you how we control that, and we use a thing called the duty cycle. All right, the duty cycle. All right, so if we look at the duty cycle at 0%, all right, and then we move down, we've got 25%, 50%, 75%, then 100%. All right, obviously we can go inside these percentages, all right, but what this does, it controls the amount of power going through. Okay, so what's the best way? The longer the duty's life cycle, the higher the output. All right, and we can use this to control all sorts of things. All right, and we're going to be doing it by controlling the brightness of an LED. All right, so first thing we need to do, let's go to overhead. What we need to do is build a simple LED circuit. Okay, so I've got my LED. I've got the long leg on the left hand side. Okay, the long leg on the left hand side. The short leg, the right hand side of the LED, goes to ground. The right leg goes to a 220 resistor. Okay, and it goes from the 220 to the other side of the resistor where we got a cable, and that goes to LED pin 2. Now remember, depending on which board you've got, which ESP32, there's different models and the numbering is different. Okay, when you get your board, make sure you get you download or get the numbering of the pins, and you will have to change accordingly for your board. Right, so simple LED setup that. All right. Right, let's do the config then. Let's do the config. Okay, first thing we've got to do is our defines. So it's hashtag define. Okay, space, capitals, pin, underscore LED. Okay, and if you remember, I put mine on pin 2. Okay, I put mine on pin 2. So that defines the LED pin. Hashtag define. Next, we need to define the channel. CHN, all capitals. All right, space, and then we're going to use channel 0. Enter. Hashtag define. Space. Oh. Define. Space. We want the frequency, so that's FRQ. Right, frequency, and we're going to keep it at I think 1,000. The PWM frequency at 1,000. Enter. Hashtag. Sorry, yeah. Define. Space. And we want the bit rate. Okay, so it's PWM underscore bit. We're going to keep it simple. We're going to keep it at 8 bits. All right, 8 bits. The maximum number, 8 bits, 255. All right, 255. That is our variables. That is our variables done. We're now going to go to our setup. Our setup is between the curly brackets. All right, our void setup. Things we only want done once. Enter. All right, LED C. Right, LEDC, capital SETOP, LEDC setup, brackets on, CHN, comma, space. Oh, sorry about this. Comma. Then we want FRQ, comma, space, PWM, underscore BIT, all capitals. All right, and this is setting up our PWM channel. Don't forget the semicolon. All right, don't forget the semicolon. Then we want LEDC attach. Okay, pin, capital P on the pin, brackets on. Yep. Oh, we need another T in there. All right, we need another T in there. Okay, LEDC attach pin, capital P on the pin. So it's going to be PIN underscore LED, comma, space CHN. Come outside the brackets, semicolon. All right, and that attach the LED pin to the PWM channel. Okay, so it's attaching the LED pin to the channel. All right, so that's our setup. That's our setup. All right, that's all we need in our setup. Things to happen once. Let's go to our loop. Remember, our loop goes between the 2 curly brackets. This is the things we want to happen continually. Right, and the first thing we're going to do in the loop is we want the LED to get brighter. So it's a 4 space brackets on int space I space equals space 0 semicolon, int I equals 0 semicolon, space I, space less than 255, our maximum number for 8 bits, semicolon, space, I, plus plus. Thing to remember after a for command, no semicolon. All right, no semicolon. Enter. Curly brackets. Curly brackets. Ah, good. Enter. All right, this is now where we put the configuration. All right, LED C write WRITE. A brackets on. All right, and it's a CHN capitals, comma, space I. Come outside the curly brackets, semicolon. All right. And we want to put a delay in there. And what do we put out? Oh, come back. Delay. And it's milliseconds. So we want 20 milliseconds. Come outside the bracket, semicolon. Right, let me just quickly check that in. I equals 0. I. After the I, less than, space 255, semicolon, I plus plus. Okay, that's for making the LED fade in or get brighter. Okay, 4. Now we want it to get fade out. Okay, 4 space. Brackets on, int, space, I, space equals 255, semicolon, I, space greater than. Okay, so now we've done less than, now we're doing a greater than, -1, semicolon, space I, minus. All right, come outside the brackets. Let's come down a bit, get this out of the way, and no semicolon. All right, curly brackets, enter. Okay, gives our curly brackets to put the what we want to happen in the for command. Okay, LED, see, okay, right, brackets on, CHN, all capitals, comma, space I. Come outside the brackets, semicolon. Then we want another delay, brackets on, 20 milliseconds. Come outside the brackets, semicolon. Okay, now I'm just checking FRQ, PWM underscore bit, channel frequency, PDO underscore bit, all capitals. Right, that looks okay to me. Let's excuse me, let's hope so. We will verify it. Compile and sketch. We know it takes a little while. So while we're doing that, just to say, hopefully you've all got your own kits. And don't forget, if you've got the board, the ESP32, there's different makes, all right? And the numbering on them boards can be different, right? So your numbering might be different to mine, okay? So as long as you've got the LED underscore pin underscore LED on 2, just make sure it's in number 2. All right, if it's not in number 2, change the number. Okay, in your variables. All right, I will be getting some new boards in the near future, but and the numbering will be different to this one that I've got. Okay, because mine's the Freenove. It's the W Rover. I think you can get the W Room or something, which is the common one. Okay, but this is Freenove's. Remember, different suppliers, different numbering. Okay, we're nearly compiled. We're nearly compiled, and we're compiled. We've got the code right first time, no mistakes. Let's upload it. Let's upload it. Excuse me. Okay, we're uploading. Uploading does take a little while. Once we get to uploading, compiling the sketch. As I said before in previous videos, we have got, once we get the basics out of the way, we've got some really interesting projects to do in the future. We're nearly there. We're nearly there, guys. We're nearly there. Right, it's uploading. We're uploading. As you can see, everything's going on here, telling you your percentage. Uploaded. Done uploading. Let's go overhead. Let's have a look what we got. There we go. There we go. Pulse width modulation. Brighter, darker. Okay, brighter, darker. Great. That's great stuff. If you ask me, that's great stuff. Again, a good little experiment. Yep, we'll be moving on in the next video. Hope you're enjoying doing these videos, especially with your children and your grandchildren. All right, because it'll help them at school. I assure you, it'll help them at school. All right. Well, thanks very much. Don't forget, please comment below, give us a thumbs up and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.